Alright, we're doing the Tinder video part 2. You remember Halley from the first one? And this is Elle. What up, Elle?
Hey.
And I'm Jake. What up? So, cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Bring it in. We're going to talk a little bit about Tinder here and see how your experiences are going on Tinder. Alright, these girls are Tindering as we're talking here. As they're drinking their wine.
It's like a bad addiction.
Getting their next prey.
More fun.
Next prey.
Alright, I'm Elle.
Alright, so Elle,
Yes.
you want to go over you got some notes?
Yes.
What's working for you, what's not working for you?
Yes.
Let's go through those.
So we're talking about Tinder. Why I would swipe
Get in there, what are you
somewhere.
doing?
Wait, I don't know if it's left or right, but I'll swipe no, thank you. Because due to pictures, or their bio or something. So these are some tips of what not to do.
Can you get off your Tinder for
I know, she's Tindering right now. I see her on her phone.
Alright,
She's trying to go on a Tinder date right now.
Before you go into that, let me ask you this one question. So how many Tinder dates have you gone on?
5.
5?
I thought it was 4, but
I was just saying, you said 4.
okay. So one
any
wasn't
more than
really
once?
A date. 2 guys more than once.
Didn't one guy travel like a long ass way?
Yes.
So that should give people hope. I mean,
He drove about 5 hours
dang.
for our first date, and even longer for the second.
So you matched when he was here, obviously.
Yeah, I
You
matched
were-
when he was in town.
And then he went off to some
Home.
faraway place, and you guys had a date in Yosemite.
Just recently, yes, was
Right on.
where we both met in Yosemite. So I had to actually drive
Did you guys,
about 4.5 hours too.
did you guys do it on the trail?
Oh.
No. No, actually, it was a bust. He spent the entire time on his phone. So
Boo.
That was a
Bummer.
bust.
it was a bust.
Okay, not
So how
that
many-
you did it on a bus.
How many
No.
dates? How many dates have you been on, Elle?
I've been on 4.
Right on.
One ended up being a relationship.
Wow.
Yeah, so we still talk, but
So you slept with on your Tinder dates?
oh yeah, I slept with him on the first night. I did.
Annie, Elle.
Well, that's because kind of rebounding and it was feeling the chemistry, and the date never ended. Like 3 days after that, we just kept doing something. Like that night, he went back home, changed, and he surprised me to a Sharks game because
Nice.
I've never been. And then we went out again the next night for dinner, and just kept going.
Right on.
So that's how
Sounds good.
Yeah, it was great.
like the better Tinder guy that I hung out with more than twice, probably like I don't know, 6 or 7 times.
Yeah. Okay. No.
He took me to a Sharks game, so that was a lot of fun because I'd never been either. So
Yeah.
we had a blast.
Oh,
Sporting
yeah.
events are fun. Sporting
Oh yeah,
events are good.
Yeah.
adventure. Girls love adventure.
So
like taking
really
girls
good
to sporting
seats.
events.
It was nice to date someone who actually wanted to take me on a date.
yeah.
Right.
Instead of like, oh, let's
Let's
meet
hang
somewhere and we'll split the bill. Like someone that actually wanted
Yeah.
to take me out and wine and dine me. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we continued dating for
Yeah.
a while.
All right. Well, let's go over your list of what's
Okay.
kind of works and what doesn't.
Okay.
All right. Hang on one sec. All right. The hottie's gonna have a little dessert first. What'd you get?
Deep fried ice cream. Oh no, I didn't. I got
you
the
get?
vanilla ice cream with chocolate syrup, whipped cream,
Nice.
extra whipped cream.
And you, Hal Dog? What do you got? What do you got
Deep fried
there?
ice cream.
Look at you go. Right on. All right. We'll get back to Tinder in a second. All right. So
All right.
you went on a date last night, right?
Yes.
And you not a ton of sexual attraction, but
No.
you still are gonna go on a second date with him.
Yes.
Why?
All right. So I'm Elle from AskAHottie.com,
Heyo.
and why would I go on a second date? Not a sex
sexy
date.
date. Sexy date.
A sexy date.
Nice.
Why would I go on a second date with a guy that I'm not sexually attracted to? God, right off the bat, the way he was looking at me with like his eyes, there's no other woman in the room. I mean, beautiful women around us, and I noticed he just kept looking at me, and No, I walk off to the bathroom, I come back, and his eyes just would meet mine and like walk me almost back to the seat. And it was just really sweet. And
It's an important point because
Yeah.
if you're on a date with a girl and you're like wandering eyes, checking out the
Yeah.
waitress, checking out
Yeah.
other guys' wives and
Oh,
shit.
we noticed.
yeah, we had a great looking waitress, and he didn't. He treated her differently than he treated me. You
Right.
know, the way his tone, I guess it is.
That's
And
goes
I
for you
noticed
girls
that.
too. When if I'm with the girl and she's checking out
Yeah.
the room, I'm like, all right, later.
Yeah.
She's not that interested.
It's over.
Yeah, and we had so much in common, and you know, like just laughed a lot the whole time. I was never bored. You know, like I mean, I wasn't like, hey, I want to jump your bones, but I was never bored. I had a great time. He paid for the whole dinner. I offered to pay tip. You know, that's a test, you guys. All right, you say no, and he was like, oh, he's like, no way. Yeah. He's like, no way. Like I got the whole thing. Wouldn't let me look at the bill. Thought that was very respectful. We left, he gave me a kiss on the cheek, and we ended the night like that. That was kind of new for me. But he called me 2 minutes later and was like,
What's up, Mike? How you doing, brother? Before Mike came over,
okay.
we were getting somewhere, right?
Yes. So he called me 2 minutes later after the date, was like, hey, just want to make sure you're driving okay. I know you're going back over the hill. I was like, well, no, I had one glass of wine, I'm fine. He's like, all right, well, you know, call me when you get home. And like at that point, I knew that I gotta go on a second date with this guy. I gotta see it. I wasn't sexually attracted. Good looking guy, you know, but I wasn't feeling that vibe yet. I think if we weren't on our first date, he wasn't as nervous, I wasn't as nervous, you know, try a different.
So you're gonna give it another shot.
Yes, I'm gonna give it another shot.
Right on. That's good. All right. Cheers, hotties. What are you doing? What are you drinking?
Water break.
Of course.
You can't cheers with water. Get your wine over here. It's fucking ridiculous. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, so we're gonna go over that list.
Ready when you are.
Okay, wait.
We're rolling.
I thought of something.
What?
So before I forget, this guy that I recently went to Yosemite with, and on our first date, he drove like 5 hours to come meet me because he lives so far, and we matched in a weird way. He had this really great way of getting me to text him.
Oh, I
We had
love
been-
that. I love that
Yeah,
one.
so we had been Tinder messaging for a while, and then he sends a message, sorry, but you ran out of Tinder flirting time with Ryan. To get a hold of him, you must text him at this number.
Isn't that awesome?
So I was like, okay, that's new and cute and individual, so then I texted him.
It's a good tip.
Yeah,
I like
it
it.
was
I
nice.
like it. That
I was
was
like,
cute.
it was like very flirtatious, very fun, very easygoing. Something also that I could laugh about or like bring up a topic of conversation to text him with.
Right.
So it kind of led me into more conversation,
Yeah.
which was easy. 'Cause sometimes that's hard.
Right on.
And then he had a mantrum.
And then he had a mantrum, which is a whole nother story. But boys, be men, no mantrums.